Okay, y'all. Hey, I just got home a little bit ago. I'm 1.5 beers deep. I feel like I have been rode hard and hung up wet, and I probably don't look any better. I am tired today, and I did not have a busy day. It was not turn and burn, rush, rush, rush. It was a lot of sitting and waiting, and yeah, and I had a lot of time to think and check out other video content creators. And Blair White is having it. I feel so bad. That poor trans is wrecked. He slash she has got probably the most beautiful soul of any of our eccentrics that I have ever come to, you know, appreciate their content. Her, Buck Angel, Alexis Blake. There's a huge trans community that I don't know why. Oh, I said Alexis, and my Alexa came on. Anyway, I'm like, who's talking in there? Um, and they are very independent and right leaning in political perspective. It's not the politics. I've like been psychoanalyzing a lot of content creators, even our LGB communities. It's not the politics. It's the insanity attached to the left, and they label it. It's a blanketed term. Democrat. It's a blanket term. Like narcissism is a blanket term for you know, sociopaths and psychopaths and OCDs. They blanket term it, and our Democratic Party is no longer a secular force. It is branched into. We have this left wing cliffhanging community of woke ideological twisted psychosis that is spawning from university indoctrinations. That is what we fucking have. We have a problem here. I have Democratic friends. I have Democrat friends who do not think like my sister. That is why I have a little bit of a perspective that can voice my opinion. One, having been a Democrat. Two, I have since I register Republic, but technically I'm an independent. And I grew up in a Democrat environment. Now, a lot of the people that I am friends with from high school, people I grew up with, people I am very close to, they're like family. They are more family to me. These individuals, most of them male, couple females, that they have all kind of leaned more to the right and are on the independent streak. I have one male friend. He's like a brother to me. I fucking love this guy. Him and his wife and his kid. They're just like, I want to do a family reunion with them. He labels everything as it is, blanketed term, Democrat. I have yet to, and I have another friend who I grew up with this family. It's huge. It's a fucking huge family. He does not hesitate to destroy my sister in comments on Facebook. He comes in with, guns blazing. And she's too stupid to just delete the comment. She has to argue with him. She has to. She can't just fucking delete the comment and carry on with her life. And, it's your opinion is your opinion. You don't need to get beat up over it. She entertains it. That's her fault. I don't entertain shit. I say my piece, and you have something ugly to say, I fucking delete you. I ain't got time. There's so much turmoil and frustration going on within not only the United States, but worldwide right now, that there are times, seriously, where I wish that I could shut my compassion and empathy off. But I can't. I can't shut it off. I think about all the little ones. My granddaughter. My sister's adopted daughter's child. My friends up in Minnesota, their grandkids. There's like 5 of them, right? I got friends across town. Those kids. And I worry about what kind of life they're really going to have if we can't get this shit fixed. Now, the reason why I'm so kind of passionate about this particular subject right now, and it's not got anything to do with faith. It really don't, because I don't go to church. I got a Bible. I also got 2 apothecaries. It's the decency of humanity. That's the linchpin in this. The problem with the woke left is a degree of morbid intolerance for anything that is different than them, even though the rest of the world outside of them is tolerant of their eccentricities. Their blue hair, septum piercings, yada yada yada. Now, I got fucking tattoos. I wear dreadlocks. I'm 53 fucking years old. I ride motorcycles. I'm a female. I work in a masculine environment. I am not your normal fucking conservative. I carry a gun every fucking day, and I got 3 more where those came from, plus a crossbow. So yeah, Second Amendment is a huge factor in my life. Freedom of speech is a huge factor in my life. What is also a huge factor in my life is the psychological ramifications of abuse. And what I have witnessed and can contrast and compare all aspects of is when they're in congressional debates and or doing their little FISL hearing or whatever the fuck they're called, determining whether or not we need to prosecute. You got the evidence, fucking prosecute. Why are we doing this song and dance shit? Just like some of these people who have come out and started praising the death of Charlie Kirk. That is sickening. If they cannot realize how fucking morbid and sickening they are for expressing that, it's best to just shut up. I understand there's freedom of speech, but hey, you reap what you sow. There's a little term we use in the military, and it's called showing your ass. And that means having a tantrum, acting a fool, voicing your opinion where your opinion is not warranted, and just being a complete asshat. And what we have is an entire community of woke left liberals, most of them white females. There's a few males in there who are off the fucking chain. Wackadoodle. There is no rhyme or reason. There is no comprehending the disconnect inside their intellect. That it's like, you're college educated. What the fuck is wrong with you? There you go. University indoctrination. My sister got a double whammy. She's sociologically conditioned and university indoctrinated. It's probably, the reason why I lean in the direction that I lean is because I turned my back on all politics for upwards of like 12 years. And I was actually happier then. It wasn't until, I think I talked about this once, but I don't know if I uploaded it. I had a friend in the military who was really bugging about the fact that Obama had lifted the tariffs. And I was trying to find what the fuck he was talking about, because I didn't understand politics at all. I knew very little. I knew Bush was an evil son of a bitch. I had voted for Gore. Later, I realized that Clinton was a pervert. I kind of knew that. Didn't really know who the fuck Obama was because he came from out of nowhere. Did not vote for him. Did not vote at all. Didn't vote against him. Didn't vote for him. But I did not vote for Bush. And then we had the Twin Towers fall. And his father's funeral had a wrinkled flag. There's still people who don't understand the whole symbolization of that. You might want to look it up. I've tried to explain this stuff to my family, even, I said, have you seen the funeral of Daddy Bush? No. I said, watch it. And they're like, why? I said, because the flag that is draped over Daddy Bush's casket is wrinkled. And they're like, it's wrinkled. It's not supposed to be wrinkled. Not there. It will become wrinkled once you fold it, but you're never supposed to unfold it. It's supposed to be a brand new pressed fucking flag on a casket. figure it out. There's a lot of things within this country that is so perverse and morbid that the majority of the population doesn't know half of it. And they all call conservatives conspiracy theorists. Yeah. It's not that we're theorists. We're seeing through the bullshit via pattern recognition. George Bush Sr. and George Bush Jr. are the most evil fucks that the United States has ever produced. They're worse than the Clintons. Well, let me rethink that. No, they're not worse than the Clintons. They're just about equal. Clintons, make it possible that someone commits suicide with a bullet hole in the back of their head. Kind of thing. Yeah. I am not happy that Charlie Kirk is gone. However, I am pacified in my disdain for what has happened to know that he went from 1.8 million followers to 8 million in a week. If that doesn't say something, I don't know what will. Turning point? Yep. That man being assassinated has literally created a fucking turning point. There are people on the liberal side of things who are actually like, this is fucked up. And they're seeing through it all. I have to deal with having liberals in my family that are so fucked in the head that there is no rational conversation to be had. The only time they're going to have a rational conversation is when they come to me and say, I am sorry. I was wrong. And I'm going to be like, okay. Now go home. Because I have lost years of my life because of that bullshit. Years. And I can't get it back. Dealing with narcissistic trauma, dealing with psychotic fucking political bullshit. I've lost years. And I have no tolerance for the twisted, deranged, delusional brainwashing that they vomit all over fucking Facebook and wherever. I have no fucking tolerance for it. Losing Charlie Kirk is the turning point. It's sad. I feel for his wife and his children. They had to witness that shit. it's heart-wrenching to know that there are beautiful fucking people out there who get done dirty in such a way that it lights a fire under their ass, and it becomes their life mission to change the world. 1.8 million people to 8.9, I think, million people in a week. Countries, Japan, England, coming out in groves on behalf of that man. Yet, the liberal woke left will continue to spew and regurgitate propaganda and garbage ideologies and accuse and project everything that they are in fact doing that is inhumane and illogical on the full spectrum against everybody who is only wanting the best for everybody else. And they will continue to name call and accuse any conservative, independent, or anyone that does not think like them. It's like the modern day KKK without the hoods. Now they're all crying that they keep losing their jobs. You showed your true colors. Nobody wants to employ that. You're a heartless cunt. Nobody wants to employ that. All I can say is if you think like them, get help. Because there's no future for you.